We often believe that grief belongs only to us, that joy is something uniquely human. But emotions existed long before humans appeared on Earth, because the heart does not need language to break. In the African savanna, elephants return to the bones of their fallen relatives even many years after death. They approach slowly and gently touch the skulls and tusks with their trunks, a movement that almost looks like a quiet prayer. Research from Amboseli National Park has shown that elephants can recognize the remains of family members even decades later. Some individuals stand beside the bones for hours, sometimes covering them with branches or carefully moving them across the ground. This behavior reveals something remarkable. Elephants possess powerful memory and deep emotional bonds within their herds. And these bonds are not only emotional, they are essential for survival. In the dry regions of Africa, where water is scarce and predators are always present, a strong herd protects the young, finds water, and shares knowledge between generations. Even the memory of death becomes part of that knowledge. Because in the wild, survival often depends not only on strength, but on memory, family, and connection.
Chimpanzee mothers have been observed carrying the bodies of their dead infants for days, sometimes even weeks, long after life has left the body. Even when the infant begins to decompose, the mother continues to hold it close. During this time, something remarkable happens within the group. The entire troop becomes unusually quiet. Other chimpanzees do not behave aggressively. Instead, they often approach gently, touching the mother or sitting close beside her. It looks almost like support. Observations from Gombe National Park have shown that this behavior can last for up to 17 days. The group does not try to take the body away. It is as if they recognize the loss. This is more than instinct. It suggests a deep form of social empathy that helps hold the group together. And that unity has real survival value. In dense forests where food is limited and dangers like leopards are always present, strong social bonds allow chimpanzees to hunt together, defend one another, and share resources. Emotional support reduces stress, conserves energy, and prevents the group from breaking apart. Because in the wild, survival often depends not only on strength, but on the connections that hold a community together.
Crows possess a remarkable ability that few animals in the world share. They can recognize and remember individual human faces. When a crow has a negative encounter with a person, whether it is threatened, captured, or disturbed, the bird does not simply forget the experience. It remembers the individual responsible. But what makes this behavior even more fascinating is what happens next. Crows do not keep this information to themselves. They share it with others. Researchers at the University of Washington discovered that crows who experienced danger from a particular human began warning other members of their colony. They used alarm calls and specific behaviors to signal that this person should be avoided. Gradually, other crows also began reacting with caution, even birds that had never encountered that human before. Over time, the knowledge spreads through the colony. Years later, the birds may still recognize the same face and respond immediately. This reveals something extraordinary about crow intelligence. In complex social groups where resources and territory are shared, the ability to recognize danger and communicate it helps protect the entire colony.
Dolphins are known for their intelligence, but sometimes their behavior reveals something even more surprising: the ability to play simply for enjoyment. In clear ocean waters, dolphins have been observed creating perfect rings made entirely of bubbles. They release a small burst of air from their blowhole, forming a floating circle that slowly drifts underwater. Then the dolphin swims toward it, nudging the ring with its nose or gliding gracefully through the center. These bubble rings are not part of hunting, and they are not connected to reproduction. They appear to exist purely as a form of play. Scientists have observed this behavior in wild dolphins near the coasts of Australia and Hawaii. Young dolphins often watch carefully and try to repeat the same movements, practicing again and again until they can form their own bubble rings. But this playful activity serves an important purpose. In the open ocean, survival depends on quick reactions, coordination, and strong social bonds. Through play, dolphins develop the cognitive skills and physical control that help them hunt more effectively and avoid predators. What looks like simple joy may actually be part of a deeper strategy for survival, because in the wild, even play can become a tool for life.
When dogs interact with humans, something remarkable happens. Levels of oxytocin, the hormone connected with bonding and trust, begin to rise. It is the same hormone that increases in people during moments of love and emotional connection. Researchers at Azubal University discovered that simple actions like looking into each other's eyes or sharing time together can trigger this response in both the dog and the human. As the hormone is released, a powerful biological bond begins to form. This means a dog is not simply obeying commands, it is experiencing a genuine emotional connection with its human companion. Scientists believe this relationship is not just the result of training, it is an evolutionary adaptation that began thousands of years ago when the ancestors of modern dogs started living alongside humans. Over time, this partnership became one of the most successful alliances in nature. For dogs, humans provide food, protection, and care, and in return, dogs offer loyalty and companionship. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.